You don't often see two of the biggest names in golf ball manufacturing take each other on in court. But right now, TaylorMade are suing Callaway over claims involving golf ball paint, UV lights, and something every golfer hates, mud balls. So today, let's break this down properly. I'll be cutting the golf balls open, and I've got my UV light, so I'm probably going to get myself sued. So over the last week, several major outlets, including Front Office Sports, Golf Digest, and My Golf Spy, have reported that TaylorMade has filed a lawsuit against Callaway Golf. The lawsuit alleges that Callaway sales representatives used UV light demonstrations to suggest that TaylorMade golf balls, specifically the TP5 and TP5X, have uneven paint or coating that could affect performance. In one cited example, a TaylorMade ball was described as looking like it had a gigantic piece of mud on it under UV light. Now TaylorMade disputes this completely and says that the demonstrations are misleading and are not a valid indicator of performance. So to be clear, these are allegations at the moment, not conclusions. The case hasn't been decided. Callaway hasn't formally responded in court yet, although they've said that they stand by the relevance of UV observations. So let's talk about the golf balls that are actually involved. On the TaylorMade side, you've got the TP5 and TP5X. They're multi-layer tour balls built for speed, consistency and control. On the Callaway side, you've got the Chrome Tour, Chrome Tour X and Chrome Soft Triple Diamond. These are played by Jon Rahm, Xander Schauffele and Sam Burns. They're firmer, lower spin options aimed at faster swing speeds. So these aren't random budget balls, they're the flagship tour balls that are designed for elite performance. It's also worth saying this clearly, Titleist balls were actually included in this UV demonstration as well, and they were mentioned in the reporting, but Titleist hasn't been publicly criticised or commented on this issue just yet. At the time of filming, they've made no public statement on the controversy. So why do mud balls actually matter? Every golfer knows what a mud ball does. Mud stuck to one side of the ball creates imbalance. That imbalance changes lift and drag, and the ball can curve unpredictably when hit. TaylorMade's lawsuit argues that uneven paint doesn't behave like mud. UV brightness doesn't correlate reliably with real-world performance. But here's the key point that most golfers miss, and I've only seen it in my channel by cutting golf balls open. Imbalance in golf balls actually matters, regardless of the cause. That imbalance can come from off-center cores, uneven internal layers, surface defects, or actual mud on the ball. So let's talk about this UV light testing, and I wasn't aware that it was actually a thing. A UV light can highlight paint coverage and brightness in coatings. What it can't do on its own is tell you how far a ball flies, how straight it goes, and how it spins on the course. Even My Golf Spy, who were referenced in the lawsuit, have been really clear. UV response alone is not a replacement for robot testing or on-course data. It shows cosmetics, not guaranteed performance. So let's have a closer look at these two golf balls and hope that I don't get sued. So you can definitely see with this that there's an outline of those hex dimple patterns, which looks really cool, but yeah, I can't see any spots on these. I can't see any parts of the golf ball which would indicate poor paint coverage or poor layering. Hopefully you can see that okay. And then let's get hold of the TaylorMade. So this is the TaylorMade TP5. So it does look different to the Callaway. You can see there that it's got maybe a little bit darker at the bottom there than it is in the middle around the logo. And when we compare both golf balls side by side, it's really hard to kind of see, but you can definitely see that the Callaway looks brighter and the TaylorMade looks darker. I can see the dimple patterns easier on the TaylorMade from what I can see, and the hex patterns are visible but not as visible. There maybe looks like there's a thicker layer of paint on the Callaway golf balls. So, but again, it doesn't indicate any performance issues there. Now what this shows isn't right or wrong, it shows design intent. These balls are engineered differently and they're meant for different golfers. So if you're not sure what golf ball suits your game, then scan this QR code or click the link in the description below and you can download my golf ball buying guide. So what do I think you should take away from all of this? Well, it's not about one ball being good and one ball being bad. It's not that this ball is a mud ball and this one isn't, but it is that golf balls are precision products. Imbalance, internal or external, can really affect flight and performance. And I think you shouldn't listen to demos at marketing events, and play the ball yourself. Take it down a range, take it on the course, and actually practice with it and See what you think for yourself before you commit to a ball. So tell me in the comments below, what ball are you playing now? And have you ever had a shot that made no sense at all to your swing? And if there's a golf ball you want me to cut open in the next video, drop it in the comments below and I'll catch you then.